Derek, so you want to talk politics? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, welcome back. Do you see what's behind me, bud? Look at what's behind my fat head.
That is such an opening, and we have to disregard it because, of course, we're not going to talk about it. But secondly,
we're talking about it.
What? No, loser. I'm talking about politics.
We're talking about it.
No.
Yeah, right there, bud.
Right there.
Right there.
Right there in screen.
That's sick.
It's just going to be there reminding everybody.
The problem is that my big head kind of gets in the way.
Well, then scoot to your left.
But the issue, I mean, right now, you can kind of see it over here.
That's all we
right
need.
Here.
All right.
But I wasn't going to be a loser and, like, uncenter it from the wall, just to, like, have people see. Because that would be weird. Because the second that I move from frame, someone's going to be like, call a carpenter. This kid can't even hang a picture frame.
It's fine. It's
right
level.
Now, it's right in the middle. It's level. And we're having a good time. I just got to figure out where I'm sitting, bro. But, yeah. Welcome, everybody, to an award-winning podcast.
That's right.
Buffalo Happy Hour.
Talk about it.
We just did. We won an award. We are the best podcast in Buffalo for 2022.
What?
It's wild.
What?
Absolutely wild.
What?
So, yeah, we got this little plaque right here. We went to an award ceremony kind of thing. It was kind of cool. And we really appreciate every single one of you who voted for us. This has literally zero representation of who Mike and I are as people, because if it was solely based off of personality, we would have lost so hard. But it's all thanks to you guys for voting for us, for tuning in, for providing us with more credibility when we go to businesses. We're going to be doing a lot of other stuff with businesses coming up in the future. So this podcast, just all of our credibility, all of you guys tuning in. We just reached 1,600 subscribers on Instagram too. So we're just kind of having a good time because we're on the up and up, which is my favorite thing in the world.
We're slowly growing, and organic growth is better than any growth. So we are excited to see what this looks like in 5 years, 10 years, 15, 30, 50. We're not going to stop.
The thing, though, that I'm stressed about is repeating. Because, like...
Let's just enjoy the fact that we won an award.
Follow me here. Did you actually expect to win?
Have businesses reaching out, wanting to work with you for their own marketing, while maintaining a sound mission statement of still providing the option to have free advertising, basically, to be on our show, and then allowing us to just rate and review different whiskeys, but then also we're certified bourbon stewards. Like, none of that would make any sense, and we'd be like, you're out of your mind.
We've accomplished a lot in 3 years.
A lot. And it's all because of people's feedback saying it is worth it. You guys are doing a good job, and we appreciate it, and then the businesses on top of it.
Do you still have imposter syndrome, though?
Of course, it's never going to go away. Because it's just you and I in a room talking.
Right.
And we built the room, by the way. That's also kind of strange.
True.
Yeah. With the help of your father-in-law, which God bless.
Correct.
Without him, literally wouldn't be a wall.
No, we would have died because the whole thing would have caved in.
Correct. Not from the collapse of things, but the suffocation from the amount of insulation that's above us. Yes. 100%.
Correct.
So, I'm just riding the wave, man. Just riding that wave.
Yeah. But repeating is going to be even more stressful because I wasn't expecting to win the first time.
No.
Now I'm expecting to win the second time.
Why?
Because we just did it.
Yeah, but dude, you can't.
I understand, but I want to.
Me too. And what it's really going to come down to is our business sponsors, which we have to touch on.
Correct.
So, Queen City Creative Works,
Good
thank
transition, bud.
It's like I'm a podcast host,
Yeah,
dude.
you struggled during the Wednesday Whiskey, but you leveled out now.
Yeah, see? Bringing it back. Just got to warm up. Knock the rust off. It's only been 4 days since we recorded. Queen City Creative Works, thank you so much for being a business sponsor. We do appreciate that. Side note, we're on still. Going to talk to you. They're a married couple located in Cheektowaga. They make branded merchandise. So if you want T-shirts, if you want Buffalo Happy Hour merchandise, feel free to head on over to QueenCityCreativeWorks.com and see what they have for sale. They also have a Shop Now button for us. So if you want to continue supporting our podcast, feel free to go to their webpage and buy some items.
Fish out.
High Peaks Imagery.
What up?
Thank you for being a business sponsor. If you want to
Thanks for just being a supporter.
Correct.
He posted when we won that, the Podfathers, and it never made me feel more like a dago in my life.
We got to talk about that specific topic. But yes,
the
thank
Godfather?
you. Well, no.
Winning an award?
I'll get to it.
Repeating?
High Peaks, thank you so much for being a business sponsor. We appreciate you. If you are a local business and you want to support another veteran-owned business, feel free to reach out to highpeaksimagery.com. They can fly first-person drones through your establishment and take your marketing to another level. So if you're interested in that, reach out to High Peaks, and they can use drones to emphasize what you do.
First-person drones, too, not the lame stuff we do.
Correct. And then, Addies, thank you so much for your logo. We appreciate you being on the bottom of our screen. And
the entire episode.
We will see you guys soon because we live there. Not because we have a problem, but because we're thirsty.
I haven't seen Tyler in a while, and I kind of miss him.
He looks good, dude.
Does he?
Yeah, he looks good. Got a haircut.
Nice.
And then he's grinding with a little kiddo.
Love it.
And, yeah.
Gianni.
Looks like he lost weight, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Tyler or Gianni?
Tyler. He looks good.
Yeah? Good.
His
Good
kid
job,
looks
Tyler.
fake.
Oh, yeah.
His child literally
Gorgeous,
looks fake. Yeah. I'm just like, what is it, carved out of porcelain?
Fella.
Yeah. I was like, what is this? He's not taking after you. You know?
Seriously.
I mean, he is a little bit.
And I've only met Julie a couple times. I don't really, 1,000% remember what she looks like, but I'm assuming that Gianni looks closer to Julie.
Here's the thing. She's a savage, and she's very...
I liked her. She's great.
Super nice. It's just funny because she looks like... She's awesome, but she looks like the person that would clap when she gets mad. In conversation. Like, go full Puerto Rican even though she's Italian kind of thing. I'm terrified.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
Oh, yeah.
But no, they're awesome. So, shout out to the
Malone.
Malone.
I'm Kevin Malone. Different. Similar, but different.
So
what were we saying about High Peaks?
What I wanted to touch on is when we posted the photo of us winning.
First of all, we looked real sexy. Just saying that right off the bat. That was probably the best you and I have looked in a picture.
Since weddings.
Since ever.
Since weddings. Since a professional took our photo at my wedding.
I mean, a professional took our photo there, too.
Well, correct.
Toy Bros. Not a sponsor, but...
He's a sponsor.
Yeah.
He's a sponsor, not a sponsor. Yeah. Toy Brothers can do literally whatever he wants, and I will support him in that endeavor. So anyways, the overwhelming amount of support was wild. Specifically from businesses, not just friends and family. Like, they were obviously super excited. We're very grateful. But it was, I think and feel, the first time all the businesses reached out at once and said thank you for everything, which was amazing. Because obviously, throughout the months, we'll get just like thank you guys from different businesses, like, which is cool. Having it all at one spot for everyone to see was remarkable.
Yeah.
So that's fun. That's cool. That was my point. It was nice to see.
It was really sweet.
Yeah.
And I like being called the Podfather.
Yeah.
I mean,
he passed away, dude.
Who? Oh, yeah. I miss him. What the hell is
Sonny.
Yeah, but I forgot his real name.
Michael Caine or something?
No, Michael Hahn. Right? Khan. C-A-A-N.
Yeah. He was the dad in Elf. With Will Ferrell. One of your favorites.
I love that movie. James Caan. Why was I thinking
There we
Michael
go.
Caan?
I don't know. Because I said Michael Caine.
Yeah,
I don't even know who that is.
I liked him a lot. He was
the guy from The Sopranos passed away too.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like people are dropping like flies right now.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Is it because of the heat wave we got here?
Well, no, they're talking about COVID 2.75.
What, monkeypox?
No,
Oh.
like COVID 2.75. COVID's on a rebound.
It's always on a rebound.
Well, I mean, that's crazy. Like, it's... And they're already saying that the current vaccines don't do anything for it. Well, yeah, of course, because it's mutating. Because
It's the... No, we're not getting there. But yeah, so thank you all for voting for us. And if you haven't followed us on Instagram, if you haven't subscribed on YouTube, we really don't like saying this because I don't like begging for your attention.
Yeah, but dude, we're at like 555, 556 now.
We're coasting.
We're growing, man. We're growing. Yeah. YouTube is doing its thing. I'm excited. Everyone's anticipating next Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for the Clonic Guilty video series, everybody's all juiced up.
I got to finish her up, too.
Pause.
It's going to be tomorrow night.
Pause.
Yeah. So it's going to be exciting because, yeah, now the pressure's on. The pressure's on, dude. That's the thing, is that the pressure's on.
The first episode showed a lot of our personalities.
And unfortunately, the rest is not.
That's why we got to keep vlogging.
Right, yeah.
People like to watch us be insane.
But
somebody recommended that we send that to the TV casters.
Yeah,
the TV show casters.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it, but let's just make our own TV show at this point.
Well, that's basically what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. Well, we got to get, like, the sponsors going. Like, like get WIVB in on this, like Channel 2. Like, let's grow this thing to where we promote Buffalo on a larger scale outside of just YouTube. That's the goal.
We will.
Yeah. Or just use YouTube, because honestly, we're growing, so I'm not 100% not upset about it.
Yeah, and we also got a budget and time.
But now the pressure's on. We won Best Podcast of the Year. We went to Ireland, not to sound pretentious or anything, but we went to Ireland. And now it has to go up. If it goes down, we failed.
Derek, you can't think like that.
We failed.
Businesses have ebbs and flows, and all we're doing is working, and we're going to see what happens.
Really, because I don't like EBB being a word. Not a fan.
Useless fact.
Go for it.
Speaking of that, this was sent in by a fan. Addie's.
If you want to send in useless facts, do it, because Mike looks up useless facts
every day
for the episode. Yeah, but if you want to put in your own useless fact, we'll throw in a what up, like thanks for the useless fact. So send it in, DM us, email us, post it in a comment. We'll do it.
This one's brought to you by Addie's.
Go for it.
Buffalo, 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 Buffalo is grammatically correct sentence in English.
What?
Yep. So saying buffalo 8 times in a row is grammatically correct as a sentence due to nims and homophones.
I don't think it's
homophones.
Homophobes?
I only know like 2 people with English degrees. I'm trying. Both of which went to Fredonia. So, I mean, what did we really learn? You know what I mean?
It's true. How to chug beer.
It can be used to create complicated linguistic constructs through lexical ambiguity. It has been discussed in literature in various forms since 1967 when it appeared in Dmitry Borgman, Beyond Language, Adventures in Word and Thought. So the sentence employs 3 distinct meanings of the word buffalo. As an adjectival proper noun to refer to a specific place named Buffalo, the city of Buffalo being the most notable. It's also as a verb to buffalo, meaning in American English, to bully, harass, or intimidate, or to baffle, and as a noun to refer to the animal buffalo, often called bison outside of North America. The plural is also buffalo. A semiotically equivalent form preserving the original word order is buffalo bison, that other buffalo bison bully, also bully buffalo bison.
Repeat that one more time.
Buffalo bison, that other buffalo bison bully, also bully buffalo bison.
So that's buffalo, 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 buffalo.
Yeah.
Because it's plural. The singular or the plural form of buffalo is the singular form of buffalo. It's like moose. You're not saying mooses.
Correct.
So buffalo bisons, who other buffalo bully, are what? Say it one more time.
Yeah, they also bully buffalo bison. Correct. So
that's wild. That's really cool. I wonder if any other city has that. I think we might be the only one. We have to be the only one. Iowa. Well, that's the whole friggin' state.
Yeah, no. And there's
Des Moines.
And there's nothing for the boy Harambe. So we're the only one.
Yeah, sad boy. Is that a verb now, though? Getting just murdered in a zoo is just Harambe? Is that a verb? So can you like Harambe,
is it a verb
Harambe,
or a noun?
Harambe, Harambe? It's both. It's also an adjective total verb.
Harambe's not bullying anyone, though. Harambe is never bullying. Harambe is saving lives. People. And then you got white people that just, stick it to the man.
Yeah.
Sure, it's a white dude that killed Harambe.
100%.
Yeah, had to be. So our
it's only white people in zoos, to
new
be honest.
Topic. Yeah, correct. But I got new topic. Desean Watson. No one knows how long he's going to be suspended for. Do you? He said
I haven't talked to him recently, no.
Yeah, it's not. He hasn't been responding to my text since he left Clemson. I'm just kidding. Literally don't have this. I don't have a check mark next to my name, so chill. I should, though.
We might. Soon. I submitted for it.
We won the Buffalo Spree. Did you submit for it?
Sure did.
That's hysterical.
The second we started.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm just kidding.
We need to trademark a couple things. We'll talk offline.
We do. Yeah. Can't be using the terms anymore.
All right, Desean. He said, if you suspend me for a year, I'm going to sue. And the NFL's like, well, yeah, ain't de facto. formalities. We're looking at 4 to 8 games. And he's like, meh. Okay. And then the world is in pandemonium because they're like, Tom Brady got 4 games. You're not going to give Desean Watson, who literally, he's at like 24 or 26 plea deals. The Houston Texans are at like 30 plea deals. Yeah. Like, the dude's guilty. Like, a plea deal in 2022 is assuming guilt.
Right.
That's like, into facto, I'm your boss. That's
guilty
how it works.
until you're proven innocent, for sure.
Well, but you also struck a plea deal, which means there's something going on, and then you're just throwing money at it so it goes away. The only person who did that and then still got wrecked in court, but then ended up still winning in court and then ended up getting his money back was Uncle Donnie with Stormy Daniels.
Then became Prez.
Well, no.
Oh, he was already Prez.
Correct. Yeah. Paid for it. She went after him. He's like, you're not going to win, honey. Took her to court. Won in court. Won in court and then got his money back plus some. He's like, oh, I'm going to take my money back, and then also you're going to pay for my lawyer.
He was
Thanks.
a savage.
So there's no way. Now, my question, too, is the NFL. Here's the thing. Here's my question. You don't think the NFL is doing its own investigation, sidebar, outside of, like, the courts and local law enforcement and PIs and whoever else is involved in the actual legality of it? You don't think the NFL is sitting there saying, if we're going to pay this down, 200.
Are they Italian in the NFL?
Yeah.
Okay.
$245 million. Guaranteed. They're not going to look into that before he signs that contract of, like, what are we really looking at here?
Cleveland has, like, what, half a season to opt out of the contract completely, or a year to defer it?
They give them, like, what, 11 mil or something crazy, and they're just like, be gone with you. Yeah. But they already lost Baker, so who do they got?
Right.
Who's Deshaun's backup?
Thought I saw someone outside.
I'm ready to throw down. Who's
bang, bang, bang. Just start firing.
So anyways, I started blasting. So who's his backup? Desean. That guy's got to feel like it's my time.
Who, Deshaun Kaiser?
No, Deshaun's backup. Oh. It's got to be sitting there like, it's my time. There's no way they're going to play Desean.
Yeah, I don't know. Who is it? Because now that what's-his-face is gone because he's on our team.
Yeah, Case Keenum, the boy. I don't know how that's going to work.
Cleveland backup.
Do you really think they're going to have Desean Watson for more than a year on the Browns?
Jacoby Brissett.
Oh,
that's who's the backup.
Jesus, is he really?
Yeah. Mr. Beef Brisket. He's the backup. I mean, he's a serviceable quarterback. He's like a Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, with 2 good lungs.
Yeah. See?
What's up, training
it's
staff?
An upgrade, yeah. Just stab him and walk away. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. The thing is that he's a good quarterback.
Deshaun?
Yeah. He's a really good quarterback. So if he gets 8 games, he comes back for the second half of the year. Cleveland goes 0-8, obviously. They have a terrible roster outside of Nick Chubb. They go 0-8. Beef Brisket isn't dealing it to... Who's their receivers anymore? Friggin' Donovan Peoples-Jones? So they're going 0-8. Then Deshaun comes back, the 9th game. He brings them 9-8. What if that happens?
Stop.
Best case scenario.
They're going to win 4 games.
No, I don't think that they'll win 4, dude. I think he's going to
be so rusty. He hasn't played in eons, dude.
He's still rubbing though. He has his arm strength.
He's lubricating his joints.
So, and he's got 2 good lungs. So, I think that he comes back. Let's say he wins 5 to 6 games. And now they're what? 6-11.
6 wins, $245 million. You'd think it's worth it?
I think he's coming back the next season. It's not a 1-year contract for $240 million.
I know.
So I think that if he comes and he wins 6 games, 6 out of 9 games, I think he's back for the next year. I think he's back anyway because he's a good quarterback.
They've gone this far with him. They can't just scrap him after 1 year.
Can't just be like, hey, Sam Darnold, come on over here, bud.
Yeah, but they're alternate helmets.
You're being tossed around like a college chick, but come back over here. Let's go.
Right.
It's wild.
Yeah.
But what are they going to do now?
I'm
Mr. Baker and Sam Darnold.
I'm ready for this year to start.
Dude, if you would have told me, and we might have talked about this before, but if you would have told me that the top 2 quarterback picks would be on the same team 40 years later, one quarterback that should have gone in the top, or that went in the top 10, I have to Google where he is right now because I don't even know. And then you have Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. And Lamar Jackson's on the hot seat this year. No question about that.
You really?
Oh, yeah, dude. He's been terrible the last 2 years. Like, compared to his expectations, and he's like, I don't care if I get a deal. It's like, bro, you're insane.
What was the debate that you and I had with Lamar? That he wasn't a good passer?
Yeah.
And you were on the side of the fence that he's not a good passer.
Correct.
And I was like, have you seen some of the throws he's made?
Yeah, some of his throws are decent, but he's not like an elite passer. He's a Kyler Murray, Michael Vick.
Way taller.
Well, yeah, obviously. I'm not talking about stature, but like Kyler Murray, Michael Vick, like they're serviceable runners or serviceable throwers. Michael Vick can throw both hands. It's like, all right, bro, chill out. Master one of them.
Dude, Mike Vick is an absolute phenom.
100%.
And I can't compare Lamar to Michael Vick.
But like
Michael Vick literally ran out of the pocket and then threw an 85-yard bomb.
I feel like Lamar can do that
to
too.
Jackson. No,
it's just every other throw he misses.
Bro, I've never seen Lamar Jackson throw an 85-yard dime in stride to a wide receiver that beat the safety over the top after scrambling out of the pocket. Never
with
once.
His left arm.
Yeah, and Michael Vick did it multiple times in his career.
But I wouldn't say that Michael Vick was an elite passer.
Oh, I would, 100%.
Really?
Some of the throws that he's fit inside of pockets that were just insane, even LG Crumpler, Michael Vick is a cannon.
Well,
and then he was still running. Yeah, but
having a powerful arm and being an elite passer are two very different things.
Not in my eyes. Who's elite to you?
Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning.
You're not going to say his name?
Who?
You're not going to say the greatest quarterback of all time, Brett Favre? You're not going to put Brett Favre.
I'm thinking like
Dude,
recent.
Carson
people.
Palmer's in that conversation as an elite passer. Are you out of your... Derek, some of the throws that Carson Palmer has made...
I understand that he made good throws,
even
but also
Sam
so has
Bradford.
Kyler Murray. But you're not saying that they're elite. Like an elite passer is doing something every single game for years. That's an elite quarterback, elite passer. Like you're making plays every single game. I would not put Michael Vick as an elite passer. He's an amazing athlete. I'll put him as an elite athlete because he can run and throw, but I'm not putting him in as an elite passer, dude. I put Eli Manning is an elite passer over Michael Vick.
Eli Manning is one of the worst quarterbacks
Oh my God.
in recent history.
Get out of here, dude.
His team, I know Giants fans that agree with me. He's an average quarterback.
He's not average at all.
I struggled with putting him in the Hall of Fame. I literally struggled with that being a thing. Like, really? Eli? What'd he do?
He had like 6 solid years of football.
Oh, yeah. So let's just put him in the Hall of Fame then. Are you seriously? His last name got him in the Hall of Fame in 2 Super Bowls.
Sure.
His team won for him on both sides of the ball, not Eli. Peyton Manning won Super Bowls. Tom Brady won Super Bowls. Edgerrin James won real legitimate football games and Super Bowls. Same with Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne, Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Those dudes won legitimately large game. Like, if we beat the Chiefs, it'd be like Josh Allen, Gabe Davis won that game.
100%.
Flat out, blank, period, done. Like, cement it. That's it. Eli Manning,
I'm not saying he's elite.
I can't
That's
do
why
it.
I didn't put him in the elite category.
But he's in the Hall of Fame.
But I'm saying that he's
and
better
that's what
than
drives
Michael
me
Vick.
nuts. And the other thing that drives me nuts is people that think that Gronk is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
No, that's not.
No,
right.
he's not. No. Absolutely not.
Again, you have a superstar quarterback throwing to him.
If you
put Tom Brady on our offense, with Dawson Knox's first year, Dawson Knox would be an elite tight end.
I would put Steve Tasker in the Hall of Fame before Gronk.
Well, yeah, obviously. But Steve Tasker got snubbed.
That's a huge statement. I would put Steve Tasker
Really?
in the 100%.
No, that's a huge statement?
Yeah. So
Why?
many people would disagree with that.
I don't think a lot of people think Gronk is Hall of Fame.
Absolutely. NFL, Instagram, and Facebook, the day he retired, said next stop Canton immediately. Across the nation, people think he needs to be in the Hall of Fame. He played
just
catch
don't
with
see
Tom
it.
Brady
Yeah,
for
I just
multiple
don't see
years.
it.
He played catch with him. Yeah, he was a good dude. He's a big dude. I met him at Thurman Thomas's football camp. He's a machine. He's a meathead.
100%.
But he's a machine. Huge hands, awkwardly large feet. I can't. But first ballot, no questions asked Hall of Famer. I can't. You rode the wave of Tom Brady,
Right.
and then I just can't. I can't do it. And then when you won down there in the South, what'd you really do that year?
Nothing.
You were a part of the group project and got an A, bro.
Right.
I don't know. And
I never really thought he was that good.
I didn't either.
He's just a big dude.
Yes. But and I get it. I've never played it down in the NFL. I get it. That's my opinion. I just don't think he's a first ballot. If he sees this, God bless. Also, your little brother, before he went to Kansas or Kent State or whatever fucking college it was, wasn't big. Then he got on the college meal plan, and then he was just a massive
AKA
animal.
roids.
Yeah, basically. But anyways, I had one good play against his younger brother, and I buried him on kickoff in front of his dad. And his dad called my dad because they grew up together. And he's just like, your son kicked my son's ass. Literally verbatim what he said on the phone. And he's just like, yeah, it was a good play. And then that was it.
And they hung up. And
I got film to prove it.
Do you? You
Yes.
still got film?
Oh, yeah.
Bring it on. Let's go. Here we roll the film.
Some
No, I'm just
B-roll
kidding.
footage.
Hell yeah.
Buried him.
I was never a big fan of him.
I'm not either. Plus, as soon as he came
When people
to
started
Buffalo,
saying that they wanted to bring him to Buffalo, I'm like, you're out of your friggin' mind. I would
never
rather
would.
have Zach Ertz on our team
100%.
than Gronk.
and after what he did to
Yeah,
Trey,
Yeah.
nah.
No,
You're
yeah,
gone.
He's out.
Dude, you're from here, and then you moved to PA because you wanted a college offer? Sit on a cactus, bro. I hope you fall in a well.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm drinking.
There you go. Yeah, but I still am shocked that you think that would you think that Mike Vick goes in the Hall of Fame? Or no?
Do I think Mike...
Like right now, you said that Eli doesn't
Here's
deserve
the thing.
it. Do you
If
think
I can
Mike Vick
pull
does?
somebody, if I can pull somebody out of the Hall of Fame and put Vic in, that's a conversation to have.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm not going to sit here and say, like, Mike Vick needs to be in the Hall of Fame, change my mind. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is if there's somebody currently in Canton. Really?
Who?
You know, like, there's got to be more than 4.
That you would pull?
Yeah. If you read their names, you're just like, who? Like, really Hall of Fame worthy?
Let's look at the most recent.
You know what recently bothered me? Calvin Johnson, first ballot. I don't think Calvin Johnson should have been first ballot.
What?
First ballot? No questions asked? I'm not there.
Megatron? You don't think
Yeah.
that? Whoa.
Not a first ballot.
Oh,
Hall
dude,
of Fame?
you're insane.
No, Derek, hear me out. Hall of Fame? Maybe. Is he a first ballot? No. Andre Reed had to wait. Andre Reed had a better career than Megatron.
Dude, I don't
Darrell
know.
Revis shut down Megatron. And you're going to tell me that Megatron is first ballot Hall of Fame, no questions
I
asked?
mean, Andre Reed had a better quarterback than Megatron had.
Did he?
Yeah. I think so. You're also not a fan of what's-his-face.
Bradford?
No.
Or Bradford and Matt?
Matt, Stafford.
Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Weren't they the same draft class? Because I get them confused. I get those two confused a lot.
Let's Google most controversial
Most controversial Hall of Fame inductees.
NFL Hall of Fame.
Inductees. Because here's... Guys, this is a sports episode, and girls, if you don't like it, we'll see you next week. The thing that bothers me... I'm going to name you a couple players. This whiskey's making me gassy.
See? No, just kidding.
All right.
It was actually really good.
Derek. First ballot Hall of Famer. Ready? Brian Urlacher. Ray Lewis. Ed Reed. Champ Bailey. John Elway. Jim Kelly. Bruce Smith. Von Miller.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald.
J.J. Watt.
He's a me guy. I'm curious to see.
Really?
Yeah, he's a me guy. And that's like NFL wide. NFL players don't like J.J. Watt, which is interesting. Randy Moss. Vince Carter. Like, you say those names, there's no question.
Sure.
It's like, yeah, first ballot Hall of Famer. The lineman that just retired after 11 years, who's an absolute animal, Williams, he played for like 14 seasons as a left tackle. He was the best left tackle in the league. You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's Trent Williams, right?
Yeah.
Like, guys like that. No question. Jeff Saturday. No questions asked. Like, just, they're staples. They deserve it. They're in. Calvin Johnson, I don't think he's a first ballot. third or fourth attempt to get in, sure. First ballot, no questions asked.
All right, so
that's where I struggle.
Instead of doing that, then, because that's going to pull up a ton of guys that are super old that we're in, let's do NFL first ballot Hall of Fame wide receivers, and I want to know if you think Calvin Johnson's better or worse than them. NFL first ballot Hall of Famer wide receivers. All right, so there's an article right now from Bucks Nation that says, is Mike Evans on track to be a first ballot Hall of Famer? First of all, no.
Stop.
Not one bit. But that led to some number crunching. So in the history of the NFL or professional football, there have been just 7 wide receivers inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame on the first ballot. Raymond Berry, Lance Allworth, Paul Warfield, Steve Largent, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and Calvin Johnson. I don't think that Calvin Johnson is that far off.
He's not, but first ballot with Jerry Rice and Randy Moss. That's what I'm saying.
Do you think,
deserving of the Hall? Sure.
Here's next right
first
here.
Ballot, no.
So here's the next ones that they're thinking about being the next first ballot. T.O.
Okay.
Larry Fitzgerald, Michael Irving, Marvin Harrison, Art Monk, and Isaac Bruce. Those are the guys that they're thinking right now. These guys dominated game every time they stepped on the field and weren't first ballot inductees. So they had their chance and they didn't make it. So
Isaac Bruce, that's robbery on Isaac Bruce's behalf. I agree with that. That's garbage. He should have been in.
So
Marvin Harrison should have been in. T.O., they probably didn't put him in because of the locker room situation nonsense between all the different franchises. That's probably why. But his numbers are up there with Jerry Rice. If you look at his stats, it's obnoxious. Who was the other person?
Michael Irving, Marvin Harrison, Art Monk. So they're saying basically...
I mean, Monk's up there too, man.
The next sentence after the whole Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and Calvin Johnson, they said, you can assume that Larry Fitzgerald will make number 8.
I agree.
Yeah.
Larry Fitzgerald should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. The dude has literally more... Dude, what does he have? He has got more time in the league than he does drops.
Probably.
It's a ridiculous stat. He never drops the ball. Knock on wood. And he's done an unbelievable amount for the community, for his fan base. He's a super good dude. He's an awesome teammate. I have absolutely no reason why you should not give Larry Fitzgerald a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I just, Calvin Johnson Hall of Fame, yeah. First ballot, no. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean...
The most recent Hall of Fame classes is our generation. It's when we grew up, watching all these dudes.
So annoying.
It is. But in that, what we're seeing is kind of like our realization of knowing what we've watched. The plays Ray Lewis made were just ridiculous. Same with Ed Reed.
Yeah,
just
and he
ridiculous.
did the whole stabbing thing, and it's just like, all right.
But when they get into the Hall of Fame, you're just like, yeah, it makes sense. I watched him week after week after week take over games, and it wasn't even close. Ray Lewis's interception against Jacobs, running back for a pick 6, I'm sorry, Mega fan. He literally stole the ball from the guy and then ran it all the way for a touchdown and ended the game, iced it. Troy Polamalu dives.
Was he first ballot?
Does one of these.
Yeah, Troy Polamalu was first ballot.
Catches the thing, and then he's like, yeah, all right, that's an interception because I caught the point of the ball. Guy, the things you're accomplishing on the football field make absolutely no sense when it comes to physics.
Okay, so what year do you want to start at?
I don't care. Do 2015, because that's kind of when our generation was getting inducted.
There's a lot of studs on here.
That's what I'm saying.
So we're just going to go backwards. 2021 first ballot Hall of Famers, Charles Woodson, Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
And Calvin Johnson. Those were 3.
I struggle.
Yeah. And honestly, so did the Legend score. The Legend score only gives Calvin Johnson a 36, Peyton Manning 125, Charles Woodson 51. So I don't think that people are... I think that everyone's the same as you are. It's on the fence. I'm not mad he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I can understand that he is. But if he didn't get it, I wouldn't have been like, oh, they snubbed him, you know? So that's 2021. 2020, only one, Troy Polamalu. 2019, we had 3, Ed Reed, Tony Gonzalez, and Champ Bailey. Easy.
Yeah.
2018, Brian Urlacher, Randy Moss, and Ray Lewis. Again, easy. 2017, LaDainian Tomlinson and Jason Taylor. Pretty easy. I mean, Jason Taylor...
I'm for that.
Yeah. 2016, Brett Favre. 2015, Junior Seau. 2014, Derek Brooks. 2013, Larry Allen. 2013, Larry Ogden. Warren Sapp. 2012, no one. 2011, we had Deion Sanders, Marshall Falk. 2010, Emmitt Smith and Jerry Rice. 2009, Bruce Smith, Rod Woodson. And then we're getting pretty... I mean, you got Troy Aikman in there. You have Reggie White. You got some of the older players. Steve Young, Dan Marino, John Elway, Barry Sanders, all those. Jim Kelly. So, I mean, I'm not against it. Who got the lowest score? Jen Sternerud? I don't even know who that... Oh, a kicker, obviously. There's a kicker that got first ballot Hall of Fame.
That's amazing. It's interesting to see it all. It really is. I mean, you have...
Dude, can you imagine being a kicker and being a first ballot Hall of Fame kicker?
Just crushing.
I'm like, who even is this person? They got inducted in 1991.
You know who's probably going to make the Hall of Fame before they pass away is Pat McAfee.
Do you think he's first ballot, though?
No, I think... No. He would have been up that... Or no, you got to wait X amount of years,
Yeah.
right? I don't think so. But it won't be for his play, just his contribution to the game.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to give it to him. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. What's interesting to see, and this goes outside of football as well, is... Oh, I lost my train of thought.
Attaboy.
I'm sad.
Love to hear it.
I know, it was really good, too. It was a really good point.
Who do you think is playing right now that you're like, for sure? Von Miller. We said Aaron Donald.
Yeah.
For sure, first ballot.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Do you think like Devonta Adams?
No.
No?
He's so overhyped, dude.
Really?
Yeah. If you look at the Bill safeties stats against his, it's not even in the same league.
Yeah.
Our safeties are so much better than him in almost every single category. It's just because he's loner boner in the Jets organization, and the Jets are an absolute dumpster fire.
No, Devonta Adams, the receiver for Green Bay.
Oh, sorry. Well, no longer Green Bay. He's with Oakland. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking Jamal Adams.
Yeah, no. He's still young. I wouldn't make that choice.
Yeah.
Devonta Adams.
Maybe
Devonta Adams, DeAndre Hopkins. Those are two like stud wide receivers.
D-Hop is up there. I'm curious to see, even though his little supplement thing, I'm not worried about it for his PED suspension, whatever.
D-Hop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Devontae, we'll see. We'll see what he does with Carr.
Yeah.
I mean, they went to college together. I get it, but we'll see. I mean, he was with Aaron Rodgers for a while, who can literally drop a ball anywhere on the field. So we'll see.
Who else playing now do you think is for sure first ballot? Besides, obviously, Josh Allen. I mean, that's an easy one.
Chill. I struggle with Mahomes.
Oh, well, obviously, Brady.
Brady. I struggle with Mahomes.
Rodgers will be.
Do you, though?
Yeah.
He never won a Super Bowl.
I don't care. I still think that he will be. He's done too much. I think Breeze will be. Mahomes is way too early.
The thing that bothers me about Mahomes is that Brett Favre did everything Mahomes did years before he did it. And they're saying that Mahomes is a phenom, and we're seeing things from him that we've never seen before. Roll the highlight film, and you'll literally see Brett Favre making the exact same plays in the exact same style.
I'm going to be honest with you. If you start doing no-look passes, that's just reckless. There's no need to do no-look passes. You're going to throw an interception, and you're just lucky that things worked out.
I'm waiting for the day that a defensive coordinator says, hey, we're playing Mahomes this week. We're just going to defend against him the same way that other teams defended against Brett Favre. Brett Favre, greatest quarterback of all time. Like, it's going to happen because that's all you have to do. And they've already figured him out. If with enough off seasons, you can break down the Chiefs. And now the Chiefs just lost a bunch of dudes. I'm not worried. And I'm not worried about the Dolphins with Tyreek either because Tua can't even throw the pigskin. So what's the point?
Yeah. Who do you think, okay, so this coming year, who is going to be the top 4 teams in the NFL this coming year? Might be a little biased, but not really. Bills, 100%.
Bills if they can stay healthy.
They're going to be there.
Bills
100%.
if we can be healthy.
Yeah. The Rams will be back.
Rams, Chiefs.
I don't know if the Chiefs will be up there.
I do.
I think they're going to be like 7th or 8th. I don't think they're going to be up there. They're losing too many people.
Yeah, but
their defense is getting destroyed too. They just lost another lineman.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to be a second tier. Like they're going to get to the playoffs, obviously, but they're going to lose first or second round. They're not that team anymore. You saw it in the beginning of last year. Mm-hmm. They sucked last year until like Game 7 and they turned it on. But I think it's going to be Bills, Rams, Bengals or Chargers. One of them is going to be in there. I think Chargers. Dude, I am such a fanboy for
Herbert. Why?
I just love him. Have you seen him actually play? He's so calm, cool, and collected, and he just drops bombs all the time.
I know.
Like, he's a great, great quarterback.
I'm curious to see how it works out with injuries, too.
Yeah.
Because the teams that are stacked on paper, I wonder if it's going to, if it's going to be there.
Well, the only thing that I worry about with Justin Herbert and why I'm kind of throwing the Bengals in there is because the Bengals have a solid, stud, young wide receiving core. They have T. Higgins. They have Jamar Chase. And if you look at the Chargers, they have Mike Williams, who sneezes and gets a concussion. True. And you have Keenan Allen, who's getting old. So your wide receiving core in the Chargers are kind of getting older. But Justin Herbert can still throw amazing throws all over the place. And that's why I think Burrow might pass him up. But I think Herbert's a better quarterback than Burrow. 100%.
Why?
Just by the way that he plays. I like him better. I like what's around Herbert from an offensive line standpoint and a running back standpoint better than I do Cincinnati. Joe Mixon's always injured. Their line is kind of new, so we'll see what they're like this coming year.
Right.
But I just think that the mechanics of Herbert are better than the mechanics of Burrow. And Herbert doesn't have the injury history that Burrow does.
Right. Well, to be fair, he was placed in a franchise with a better offensive line from the jump, so he wasn't getting absolutely obliterated like Burrow was.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, I have to make the point, Burrow literally led them to the Super Bowl. So
I don't know if he led them. I don't know if he was pivotal. Like, you just said that Josh Allen and Gabe Davis
was pivotal.
Yeah. I don't think Burrow was pivotal.
I do, because he got the ball to Chase. And Jamar Chase is just a freak.
Well, I think Jamar Chase won it, not Burrow. Like, you throw it to... It's the same thing with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, but the ball had to be there for him to catch it.
Well, yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
But then you have to make a case that Matt Stafford and Bradford were elite quarterbacks for Calvin Johnson. Like, that doesn't... It's not necessarily all on the quarterback, It's sometimes... like
You're talking about gunslingers, though.
But I know, but like this year, if Tyreek Hill goes off, I'm not saying Tua's elite. I'm not saying Tua's even a good quarterback, regardless of what they do.
Well, right.
Tua's a dumpster fire.
What do you think's going to happen with Jimmy G?
I think he's staying.
No way.
I think he's staying. Or he might go to Seattle.
He's going to Seattle.
Yeah.
He's got to.
He doesn't want to leave. He's in a comfy situation. They don't really fully trust Trey Lance. You just run a two-headed monster again. Bring Kaepernick back. No, I'm just kidding. But
What's up with Debo?
He's getting paid.
Is he?
He's getting paid. There's a tweet that just came out today from his agent that said Debo is getting paid. Debo Samuel.
I haven't heard any updates, so I'm curious to see what the agent's saying. Because it's been a hot minute.
Yeah. So while I'm looking this up, I just have to say, my tattoo artist just released a song. Dude, it is incredible.
What?
You have to listen to it. He's a part of a band. Have you ever heard of My City, My Secret?
No.
It's like a Buffalo hardcore band.
Hardcore and what?
So
like
good.
metal or punk?
Punk.
Like ska or punk?
No, like alternative rock, kind of metal a little bit, I guess. I don't even know what you would call them. Yeah. Dude, right. I'm telling you right now, you have to listen to it. It is an amazing song. But he's like the most calm, cool. He just texted me. That's why I'm thinking about it right now. He's like the most calm, cool, and collected when you're getting a tattoo. He kind of just like talks like this, like, what's going on? How are you? How's everything going? Like very, very soft spoken. And he's a screamer in this band. Dude, every time he does it, I just get chills.
What did he text you? I'm busy. I can't fit you in at all. You're garbage. I don't care if you have an award-winning podcast with your friend Mike.
No, I texted him because I've been crushing that song lately. And I'm like, dude, you nailed this. So the quote came from 49ers on NBCS. And then it said Debo's trainer, quote, he's about to get paid. That's what the trainer just said.
Interesting.
If this plays, I don't know if this will play.
Yes, sir. We working. We about to get paid. No. He about to get paid.
Yeah, so that's all his trainer said.
Huh.
So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I don't know what he's gonna want. I don't know how he's gonna stack in the whole lineup of top wide receivers. He'll probably get paid more than Diggs, which might piss Diggs off, but it's whatever.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he was the example to set the market. So
Debo or Diggs?
Debo. Everyone was looking at Debo to set the market. It didn't work out because they delayed it so long. And then other wide receivers started getting paid. Tyreek's one of them. But
Devontae Adams.
Yeah, Devontae was another one, but it started before Devontae. Once these contracts started rolling out, everyone's just like, all right, what's going on? That's why the Bills were just like, we got to do this now.
I'm so happy that Diggs didn't cry for more, though. I was worried about that.
Well, he just wants to be here with the team.
Yeah.
You know, he's just
Which
he
is
loves
good.
Josh. Yeah, it's just all about the boys. That's why I'm curious to see what we do with Poyer.
Yeah.
I don't know. When's Hyde's contract up?
Same year as Poyer's. Next year. Next year, both of them are up. Next year, both of them are up. And Gabe Davis and Dawson Knox.
There's no way we can pay all these people, dude.
That's it. There was so I was disc golfing with Tom.
Okay.
And there was a Bleacher Report tweet that came out that said Bills are acquiring Odell Beckham Jr. And then
the fake tweet or whatever,
the
and then he
fake
comments
Bleacher
and he's
account.
like, "Oh, really? What I get paid?"
Yeah, and he's like, Von Miller, what's up, teammate? But I look at it on my phone as I'm disc golfing, and I look at Tom and I'm like, bro, what's going on, dude? Because I said OBJ to the Bills. I'm like, there's no way. Would you take, I know the answer to this question because it's easy, Gabe Davis over OBJ 1,000%.
Yeah. Oh, yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Gabe Davis has two good knees, first and
Right.
foremost, and there's way more upside from a longevity standpoint. Plus, he knows the system. He's a team guy.
Yeah.
I would want 100%.
His trainer, Gabe Davis's trainer, just came out and said that he's putting on weight. He looks like an absolute machine right now.
We can't
Gabe
lose
Davis.
Gabe Davis, dude.
We can't.
And Leonard Fournette showed up 30 pounds overweight. Did you see
he
that,
really?
dude? Yeah, he showed up
so
30.
funny.
Dude,
Is he still in Tampa?
Yeah, everyone's pissed off at him. 30 pounds overweight.
He's not that good of a running back.
He's
though.
like Eddie or whatever his name
Eddie
was.
Lacy.
Eddie
from
Lacy.
Green Bay, where
yeah,
he's just chowing down
yeah,
cheeseburgers.
dude, he couldn't stop eating. He's like,
Yeah.
yo, we got paid. I'm going to Hardee's. Then I'm going to go to Bojangles. Then I'm going to be at OTAs.
You have
all about the
two
biscuits,
really
baby.
serviceable and underused running backs in Tampa, though. They don't need Leonard Fournette. You have Ronald Jones Jr., who's serviceable, and you have Keyshawn Vaughn, who is serviceable. You don't need Leonard Fournette. He's gone after this year, 100%.
Probably. He might even be gone sooner if he can't lose the weight. But, dude, he's such a bruiser back.
Yeah.
He's got the talent. You know who I'm excited for this year?
James Cook.
No.
I'm excited for James Cook.
I'm excited for him, too. You know who else I'm excited for? E.T. Travis Etienne.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to see him play.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't tear his Achilles again.
No, it wasn't his Achilles. It was something
Oh, no,
crazy in his
Achilles was
foot.
James Robinson.
Yeah. He tore something in his foot. But he's back, baby.
Yeah.
And the boy, T-Law, was in the Bahamas, rocking a football camp, throwing in shoulder pads.
I'm not going to lie. I am so excited to watch him fall.
Oh, is that what's going to happen?
I am so excited to
Yeah.
watch
Except
Trevor
he's going to
Lawrence
rise to the occasion.
suck.
Yeah. Okay, how much time we got?
Why, are you trying to kick me out? after I
No,
said
you want a
that?
double episode? Because I'm about to go off the rails.
I don't know. Is he a first ballot Hall of Famer?
Sit down. Sit down.
He's got a better situation going into this year.
He had a football head coach that went to the bar and grinded against a chick that wasn't his wife. And you're going to start talking about how he wasn't in a good situation? That guy was a dumpster fire.
Yeah, that's what I said. He wasn't in a good
Yeah.
situation.
The
I
head-
acknowledge it.
the
I
head-
acknowledge he can be good, but I don't think he's going to be elite.
The head coach kicked his kicker.
Yeah. Well, the head coach did a lot of
Stop.
stuff.
Stop.
He's definitely going to
T-Law
be.
is going to be elite.
I think you're putting way too much faith in Clemson.
Have you ever seen Marissa Lawrence? Do you know who Marissa Lawrence
I'm
is?
assuming his wife.
Oh, yes. Elite. You know what happens when you have two elite people in the same house? Greatness. Greatness happens, Derek. And if you think T-Law is not going to be great going into this season, you're out of your mind. Out of your mind.
All right, I'll throw another situation at you.
Here we
Do you
go.
know who Zach Wilson's girlfriend is?
Oh,
no, you don't.
Miska. Don't start. Don't start.
Rip, bro. So sad. Just banging his friend's mom. But, I mean, I don't know, dude. You can't sit here and say that T-Law is going to be elite because we haven't seen enough from him yet. You've seen him in college, but people have looked good in college. Baker Mayfield looked decent in college. He didn't actually look that good in college. But
And he
there's
went to the
people.
Browns.
There's people that looked. No, Lawrence is on the
And
Jags.
with the Jags,
Yeah.
they need to. Yes, they need to
The
leave the
Jags
franchise.
can ruin T-Law.
Duh.
And honestly, if I was him, I wouldn't even be looking for a contract. Just play it out. Don't accept the fifth-year option and just leave. But, I mean, there's been a lot of quarterbacks and a lot of players that have played in college that were absolute machines.
Like
and
who?
they sucked.
Ryan Leaf?
Great example.
I'm excited.
I mean,
I'm excited
think
for
of,
this year.
Think of the last couple year number one overall picks.
Look at Vince Young, bro.
What were the last few year overall number one picks?
Let's dive into it.
And then we'll close this out because we're at 49 minutes right now.
49?
Yeah. So last number one overall picks. NFL. I'll show you right now how bad T-Law is going to be after I read this.
Oh, my God. Stop the madness.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
2022, Trayvon Walker. Obviously, we don't know yet. 2021, T-Law. Still undetermined. 2020, Joe Burrow. We'll see. 2019, Kyler Murray. Trash. 2018, Baker Mayfield. Trash. 2017, Myles Garrett. Good. 2016, Jared Goff. Trash. 2015, Jameis Winston. Trash. 2014, Jadeveon Clowney. Good for like a year and a half. Trash. 2013, Eric Fisher. Decent. 2012, Andrew Luck. Rip. Amazing, and then left. 2011, Cam Newton. Trash. 2010, Sam Bradford. Trash.
Would you really say he was trash?
Sam Bradford, I put him in the Eli Manning category. Like, he was solid for a solid half of his career. And the second half of his career, it's just like, who are you? Because as soon as he left the Rams, no one knew who he was. Or as soon as he was on the Rams, right?
Yeah, but the boy got paid.
Is that yellow up on top of that?
I don't know what's going
Or
on.
am I just losing sight because I'm hammered? Like, on right above the light, like the hanging light. Is that yellow?
Oh, the hanging light?
We didn't even turn these to us.
We don't need them.
Well, welcome back. No, right above where your hand is. Okay, maybe that's just a shadow. No, it looks yellow, bro. Anyway, whatever.
It's fine.
We'll see about T-Law. The verdict's still out.
The number one pick is so overrated,
100%.
but they make mad money.
Yeah.
At such a young age. It's all good. It's all good. All right.
That's it. Let's wrap it up. We didn't even talk about a weekly recap. We talked about the NFL the entire hour. We had so much going. It was your birthday. Happy birthday, Michael Kelly, 30 years old.
Derek and I are now 30. We're entering DILF status.
Which means the peak is still, we haven't even reached it.
Correct.
We're only
Nothing but
halfway
good
up,
hair, good beards.
Just
We're-
hung like horses.
We're ready. Which,
Crushing it.
statistically, if you do the math for BMI versus length, never mind. Anyways, the
Like a size 15 shoe, you do the math.
we had large socks. We're good. You
No
know?
joke.
No joke.
What do we got coming up? Tease the people what we got coming up. Because it's basically confirmed.
We got a bunch of different interviews. We got one interview with the on the 27th that you booked.
What?
Talk about it.
Did I?
Yeah, it's in the calendar. I asked you to put it in the calendar, and you're just like, yeah, it's in there. Azura A's.
Oh, Casa Azul.
Yeah, thank you.
It's not an interview. It's a commercial. We're doing commercials now.
After that, another commercial.
Hell yeah.
Another marketing experience that we're going to be doing with a business.
Let me tell you guys a little something.
They got a kitchen and a brewery.
Podcast is the biz. Part of the biz. It's the leg of the biz. We're in commercials now. That's what we're doing. We are
Miska.
production company.
Oh,
That's what we are.
I'm literally about to hit stop recording.
That's us. So you're going to be getting a mix of podcast interviews with businesses. You're going to be getting commercials with businesses. You're going to be getting promotional videos with businesses, and maybe we'll throw a couple vlogs in on Fridays. What Fridays are a small business feature, and I tell you guys that because it is changing a little bit. It's not going to be a small business interview as much anymore. It's going to be a small business feature because we have the capabilities now to provide businesses with different things. So if you're excited for that, if you like interviews, if you like promotional videos, if you like commercials, let us know in the comments down below because we don't know what you guys like. We look at the numbers, we look at everything, but honestly, everything is great. Everything is fantastic because we just get billions and billions of views on everything. So we can't really tell what's successful because everything's successful, you know? But I also tell you guys that.
Oh, my God.
This is going off the rails. I also tell you guys that because on Fridays, if we do have a commercial or a promotional video, it's not going to be on the podcast platform. So if you do want to be more in tune with what we're doing, watch us on YouTube. Again, it's free to do. You just need a Gmail account. You can even link your Yahoo or whatever to your Gmail, create something. It's super simple. Just go over to YouTube and subscribe.
Yep.
Because that's where all of our content is. Our vlogs, our interviews.
What?
Our promotional videos.
What? Wednesday Whiskey Reviews.
Our
What?
commercials. Our Wednesday Whiskey Reviews.
What?
Everything is on YouTube, and not everything is on the podcast platform. So just go over to YouTube, subscribe, watch over there. It's a great time, I promise you. And you can see our beautiful faces, too. But that's it. So everybody, thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. If you did enjoy this episode, let us know in the comments down below. Go check out our Wednesday Whiskey Review we did with Stroud Water Distillery. And if you do enjoy that Wednesday Whiskey Review or you're drinking whiskey with us right now, please remember to always drink responsibly. Get person. Michael.
Do not litter.
We're out.